Welcome back, everyone, to Giants Franchise. Today we are starting off in the talent trees for the coaching staff. I went ahead and bought the trades side of the tree. I think that this is more important as of right now, especially if we want to trade up in the draft. And then, offense recruitment is the first three that you have to buy are pretty much centered around, I think, the O line. Yeah, so I'm really not worried about that. I'd rather drive my O lineman than sign any. So that's that. But I do want to focus only on that player personnel tree because I think that building the team is more important than whatever else the offensive or defensive coordinator can give us. But now we are in the training screen and we are going to focus on the short pass as the 49ers are a pretty terrible team as of right now. And then they look to be shutting down the run pretty easily. So we'll do the focus on short passing for the offense, and we will see who is injured for the training. I know that I don't really want to check these, but just in the case that someone does get injured, I would like to know. Okay, so probably next go around, I'll probably end up skipping it, but we are ready to go ahead and play Week 12 versus the 49ers on Sunday night. And we are going to use our color rush. Oh, actually, we can't because... Well, actually, we can, right? I think the 49ers color rush is a... It's a red jersey, isn't it? No, it's not. It's... Dang. So, we'll go with the throwbacks. Why not? Yeah, there you go. We'll go with the throwbacks for this game. And I'll see you guys in there. Sunday night primetime versus the 49ers, who are 4-7 to our 9-1 Giants. Blaine Boone ready to kick it off at Levi Stadium. Crowd is pumped. And the return here by number 83, Jacob Cowing, only gets him. I did not see it, but I don't think they got back to the 30. Brock Purdy and the Niners are coming out. You saw George Kittle there next to him, but he is having a pretty good season, even though pretty much the record is not indicating that. So for the 49ers, they have Brock Purdy at quarterback, Jake Browning behind him, and then Carson Wentz, a familiar face regarding the NFC East, as the third stringer. At running back, they have Isaac Guerendo, I think is how you say his last name, with Philip Little, the rookie behind him, who is a 70 overall. And then Jason Kabinda at fullback. At wide receiver, they have Brandon Ayuk with Deebo Samuel Sr., Ricky Pearsall, and then Jawan Jennings with Jacob Cowing, the return man. At tight end, they have George Kittle, who is the face of that tight end room, with Cameron Latu, and then Marcus Kelly, the rookie. So who better to learn from than George Kittle at tight end? But at left tackle, they have the rookie Brandon Ridley with Brett Fowler behind him, and then Dominic Pooney at at left guard, I guess, who is a right guard. I'm not sure what's up with that, but Aaron Banks is behind him at left guard, and then I think the way you say his name is Joti Froholt at center at number. Or, yeah, center, sorry. I was going to say his jersey number. Not sure why, but Jake Brundle is his backup. At right guard, they have Kirk Fowler, who is a rookie, with Anthony Allison, who is another rookie. So they went all out with rookies, as their right tackle is a rookie as well, and Markel Favors. And then Jalen Proctor, who is another rookie. So they have a bunch of rookies on their line. But at kicker, they have Austin Seibert with Mitch Wishnowsky at punter. So that is the offense, and now this is first down with Brock Purdy. And it'll be a check down to George Kittle, who hangs on to the ball and hangs on with his feet as he breaks the tackle by Isaiah Simmons. It is now 2nd and 2. Man in motion. It is a screen pass to the fullback, Jason Kabinda. Actually, it's not the fullback. It's the running back, Isaac Guerrero. I think that's how the announcer just said his name. As it is a pass to Ricky Pearsall. And I think the safety, I want to say Tyler Newman got a hand in there. I'm not sure who it was that got a hand in there, but someone did. I was too focused on the ball itself. But Isaiah Webb to return and only gets it back to the 25. And there goes Daniel Jones. He actually didn't turn over the ball last week, which is good. He has not reached 2,000 yards yet, but he is about to, hopefully, in this game. And we will start with a run. Singletary is in on the play. Singletary up the middle for a gain of 11. Second handoff for Singletary, only gets 2. And he had 111 yards last week, which is really odd because, not that he got that yardage, but it was odd that he was able to, just because for some reason Tracy didn't really show up into the game a lot. Not sure what was wrong with him. But Theo Johnson to receive over the middle. He does not get tackled by anybody. And he is down at the 29. He finally gets tackled by Hufunga on the play. And speaking of Hufunga, we'll meet the defense. Apologies for that. I keep forgetting. Nick Bosa will be their starting defensive end on the left side with Drake Jackson behind him. Yetur Gross-Matos as their right end, with Robert Beal Jr. as his backup defensive tackle or nose tackle. They have Javon Hargrave with Jordan Jefferson, and then the rookie Rashard Bell. And then at left outside linebacker, they for some reason have Drake Greenlaw in there with Zach Bond, I guess is how you say his name, behind him. At middle linebacker, they have Fred Warner with Tatum Bethune, and then Aubrey Miller as the 2 backups. And then at right outside linebacker, they have Errol Gallery, who is a rookie at 80 overall. So amazing drafting by the 49ers here. And then Jalen Graham behind him. At cornerback, they have Charvarius Ward with Diomador Lenore as CB2, Renardo Green, CB3, Samuel Womack the third at CB4, and Daryl Luter Jr. at CB5. At free safety, they have Tony Adams with George Odom. And at free safety, they have Talanoa Hufunga with Malik Mustafa behind him. 1st and 10 at the 29. It'll be a check down to Singletary. So Fred Warner is someone we definitely have to look out for. He is the star of that defense. You could argue Nick Bosa, but I think Fred Warner is the more talented player. As Theo Johnson to the outside. Takes us to the 4, and we are well within the goal to score. Tracy up the middle for the touchdown. Tyrone Tracy Jr. opens our night with a touchdown, and Blaine Boone is yet to score the extra point, which is up the middle and good. 1st and 10 for Brock Purdy and the 49ers. And it'll be a handoff to Guerrero. It is good for 4. It'll be 2nd and 4. Or good for 6, sorry. Completely had my math wrong. And it is over the middle for Ricky Pearsall. And now they are down at the 34. I will say their offense is pretty stacked. They have Brandon Ayuk back at the running back position. And it only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Look at that lineup on the left. It's 2 X Factors with 1 superstar. And then Brock Purdy's a superstar. Jesus Christ. Isaiah Simmons pops Guerrero on the check down. And it'll be 3rd and 5 now. Everything's covered. Kayvon Thibodeau gets there. Brock Purdy is sacked. And it'll be 4th and 13 now. Brock Purdy is struggling to get up. And it looks like he is okay, limping a little bit. But I think he is fine. And Seibert is here for the 3-point conversion. And it looks like we have a block kick. And it'll be 1st and 10, our ball. Brian Burns gets there for the block. And what a play by Brian Burns. 1st and 10. Singletary is actually in the play, so I don't know what Tracy was doing. Singletary, oh my god, he broke a tackle but couldn't stay up. Gain of 6. Tracy is in on this play. Good for a gain of, I think, 3. 3rd and 1. Singletary good for the 1st down and a bunch more yardage down at the 26. And he is now at 40 yards on the night. So, I mean, I don't think it's a surprise to anyone. Our identity is clearly the run game. We just can't get it to our receivers. We can, but it's going to be just checkdowns. That is the first quarter. It is 7-0 Giants with the lead. And Malik Neighbors is not good for the score. I'm not sure why he went out for the wall. It was going to land in his hands, but it is now 3rd and 5. We're going to send Tracy on the left side for a check down. Wandale on the outside catches it, toe tap. It's good for the 1st, and now it is 1st and goal. 9 yards to break the plane. And Tracy will get the first handoff of the 1st and goal. And now we are down at the 1. Looking to score our 2nd touchdown of the night. To Singletary. And he is in. As he's getting tackled, he basically falls into the end zone. So now we will be up 13-0, barring the extra point. Blaine Boone up for the extra point. And it'll be good right up the middle once again. And your score is 14-0. And it's a fumble by Pearsall on the return. I usually don't commentate the kickoffs because nothing usually happens. But now we start at the 25-yard line. And Tracy's up the middle with the carry. Now has 32 yards on the night. So, crazy turn of events. As, I mean, the 49ers are in jeopardy of being down 3 scores now. Or 3 touchdowns, I should say, instead of 3 scores. Because 3 scores could be anything. But check down to Singletary on the play action pass. Gets a gain of 3. Makes it a manageable 3rd. 3rd and 3 for the Giants. Daniel Jones to scramble. And Daniel Jones fumbles the ball, but thankfully it goes out of bounds. Fred Warner on the forced fumble. And we're going to go for it. It is 4th and 2. We do have the lead. So absolutely no reason not to go for it. And we're looking for Theo, but Jalen Hyatt is open over the middle. And he is going to score a touchdown, Jalen Hyatt. And now we are up 20-0 as Jalen Hyatt plays the sad violin. And now he has an orchestra behind him. And now we have an extra point pending to go to 21-0. And of course it's Blaine Boone, so this is going to be good. And the 49ers are getting blown out right now. They do have to score immediately now as George Kittle gets it on the check down, picks up another 1st. And I mean, they're pretty much in jeopardy of completely losing this game. And the second half isn't even over. Brian Burns there for the tackle. Gain of 1 on the weird, I guess, play or run play by the 49ers. It is deep for Brandon Ayuk, who cannot hang on. El Rubio almost picks it off on the tipped ball. Tyler Newman to make that play to prevent the catch. What a backbreaker that would have been. Gorendo on the motion to the right. And they're going deep again for Brandon Ayuk. Deontay Banks in coverage. And Brandon Ayuk prevents the pick from Deontay Banks. It is 4th and 9, and they're going to punt this away. But now pretty much we can do whatever we want. We're pretty much in the lead. And I think this hopefully will be the last drive of the first half. And to make sure that that is the case, we will start chewing the clock. Not saying that we won't punt right now, as it is 2nd and 9. But in case that we continue this drive, I would love to waste the clock. Malik Neighbors almost catches it there. But, God, it's really hard to say his name and continue his float. But Diomador Lenore makes the play, prevents it, swats it down, gets a hand in there. Pass to Wan'Dale Robinson gets batted down by number 31, Renardo Green. Brock Purdy and the 49ers have a little bit of better field position this time at the 48. Deebo Samuel in motion, only gains 3. That could have been such a better play had it been a better route, but regardless, they do gain 3 on the play. 3 minutes to go in the first half. And it is a pass up the middle to Gorendo. I kind of almost covered that and the fullbacks. I think it was the fullback, his route as well. But it was too much to prove for Micah McFadden. It is a run this time to the backup Phillip Little. And it loses 3 on the play. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. Here in San Francisco, your score is 21-0. So Brock Purdy and the 49ers look to score before the half is over. Hopefully it is a touchdown for their sake. George Kittle in motion to the right. Brandon Ayuk over the middle. Everything's covered. Brian Burns in pursuit to Brock Purdy, and he does sack him for, I think, a loss of 4. And now they are in hurry-up mode. Everything's covered once again. Brian Brooks misses a tackle. Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence end up sacking him. It'll be 4th and 20. We will call our first timeout of the half. We will go ahead and field this punt. Jeremiah Webb to receive. Wisnowski to kick. Coffin corner punt here. Attempt, and it ends up working. We are down at the 9. So we have the whole length of the field to go. We're going to try 4 verticals here. Hopefully it amounts to something. Theo Johnson over the middle, up the seam. Ball is overthrown. And we'll go with 4 verticals again. I mean, I want to get something here. Wan'Dale up the seam. This time catches it. And he is off to the races. And he is going to score. Wan'Dale Robinson for the touchdown. And this pretty much is the dagger to the 49ers. Jones actually manages to get that up the seam, and not only up the seam, but he manages to split the safeties. And now Blaine Boone up for the extra point, and it is going to be good. So now your score is 28-0, and this is a complete blowout. Brock Purdy on first down. Looks to scramble, but Kayvon Thibodeau is quickly there to meet him. And they'll call their first timeout. He is sacked again. As you can see, that blowout score. And the crowd is booing. The 49ers have not been able to figure anything out on offense. They have Gorendo in motion to the left. Probably is a screen pass. It kind of is. It is thrown to the tight end in Cameron Latu, but it is thrown at his feet, so he cannot even make a play on it. It is 3rd and 17 now. Looks like they're going to run. It is Gorendo on the handoff. Tyler Newman with the tackle and timeout called, but it's not because of time saving. It is because Andrew Phillips is injured on the play, grabbing his back. Hopefully it is nothing major. Andrew Phillips with a lower back strain, so we will go ahead and just sit him out. Let him rest. It is a blowout, so this game is probably over at this point, unless the 49ers all of a sudden completely do a 180, which I highly doubt. But here we go. Second down. We're going to have to throw this away. Nothing amounted to anything. So this will be third down. We're going to send Wandell on a post. However, we're going to make sure that it is a deep post. And then Hyatt will be on his own post over the middle of the field. Wandell looks to be open, but it just did not have the height. I think that's Dre Greenlaw on the bat down. So we'll have to punt this back. So Ryan Stonehouse had an actual good punt for the first time in a while. And they are back at their 13. Run to Gorendo, and I think that'll be the last play of the half. And it will be. So your score at the half will be 28-0. All right, considering we are in a blowout state, we are going to try and just air this thing out. I want to, first of all. And Neighbors comes back for the ball, ends up catching it. What a play by Malik Neighbors to come back for the ball. A ball that was well short because Jones got hit as he threw it. And we're going to pass this to Tracy on the underneath on the Texas route. Gets amazing yardage on the play. We're not even going to run this ball. We're going to continue passing. So Fred Warner has proved to be a non-factor in this game. The infamous coverage linebacker just can't do anything for his team as he bats that one down. So I will eat my words on that one, but it was a bad throw by Jones. Theo Johnson on the outs route, but Hufanga there to bat it down. And it is 3rd and 10. Odell Beckham on the outside. Do I dare go to Odell Beckham? Oh my God, it's overthrown anyway. All right, so we'll probably just kick it with Blaine Boone. Blaine Boone for the 3. And it is good. Never in doubt. And the score will be 31-0. So Brock Purdy and the 49ers look to basically have a Hail Mary type of a game. Check down to Deebo Samuel. I don't think it's going to happen. Our team has been playing pretty well. We're 9-1. It is a screen pass to Gorendo that only gets 4. And now it is 3rd and 4. Brock Purdy. Check down to George Kittle is good. It is Brandon Ayuk on the underneath. Makes it 2nd and inches. And it is a handoff to Brandon Ayuk that loses half a yard. Making it 3rd and 1. We'll see if they run this. They do not. It is a pass to Brandon Ayuk that's going to break away. He is now off to the races. Down to the 10-5. Touchdown, Brandon Ayuk. And the 49ers finally get on the board. Extra point try by Seibert. And it is good for 1, making it 7-31. All right, so we're going to try and put Theo on a post. Hopefully he breaks it after the first down line. And Wandell is open on the underneath. Makes a man miss. Breaks Fred Warner's tackle attempt. That's got to be embarrassing for Fred Warner. We're going to hand it off to Tracy on another first down. I was going to say second down. Tracy good to the outside for a gain of about 13, I want to say. Jalen Hyatt on the outside on the wheel route for a big gain down to the 6. And this defense cannot figure it out for anyone on our team. Malik Neighbors, I mean, this is probably a pick. It is not. It is good to Malik Neighbors for a score. And we're just pouring it on at this point. Blaine Boone for the extra point. And it is good up the middle. 38-7 is your score. All right, so Brock Purdy is out here again, hopefully to replicate what they did on the last drive, which was scoring for the first time. They still have a hefty gap to close. It is the check down to, I think, Gorendo. And it's going to be, I think, illegal contact on me by, I think, Bobby Okereke. And it is, so that'll be 5 yards and a first down. Going deep, but Trey Hawkins picks it off. It was meant for Deebo Samuel. And that is just adding on to the terrible game that the 49ers are having today. And that'll be your third quarter. End off to Singletary. Your score will be 38-7 going into the fourth. We have a Peyton Walker, the rookie quarterback, in for the fourth quarter. We're going to see what he has to offer. And he gets completely mauled down by Nick Bosa on his first play. So not good for Peyton, but it's fine. That's his welcome to the NFL play. Peyton Walker to Jalen Hyatt on the underneath. Good for a pretty nice gain. And this was meant for Theo, but Peyton Walker gets hit as he throws. So Blaine Boone on for a 63-yard attempt. And the kick is good. Making it 41-7 now. 4th and 2 for the 49ers. After a terrible game, they seem to keep trying. It is good for Deebo Samuel for the first. So this drive will continue. First down for Brock Purdy after that 4th down conversion. And he is going to be sacked by Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. Pretty tough season so far, but I'm sure they'll figure it out eventually. Tight end in motion. Brock Purdy for the play action pass, but Brian Burns gets there immediately and it disrupts it. 3rd and 19 for Brock Purdy. Gorendo in motion. It is a pass. He scrambles, but Brian Burns sacks him again. That is 6 sacks on the night. It is 4th and forever now. And he's going deep. El Rubio's in coverage, and he gets his... I don't even... It's not his first pick of the season, but he gets a pick nonetheless. And he's going to go down at the 14-yard line. And we'll see what Peyton Walker has to show for it. Down to Tracy on the Texas route. Peyton Walker in the end zone. Or in the red zone. And it is going to be PI, I think, on the 49ers. And it will be, so this will be down at the goal line. And it is good to Jalen Hyatt. So Peyton Walker throws his first NFL touchdown to Jalen Hyatt, who is the second year, or actually third year vet. But nonetheless, Blaine Boone for the extra point is going to be good. And the score now is 48-7. And he is going to be sacked. He actually... Kayvon Thibodeau forces the fumble. Brian Burns picks it up. Brock Purdy tackles him. What a complete Disgrace of a game by the 49ers. Payne Walker, first and goal. And it is a touchdown to Malik Neighbors once again. And now we are well over 50 points on the night. Blaine Boone is good for the extra point. And now the score is 55-7. Brock Purdy to throw. Goes to Deebo Samuel. 2nd and 1 for Purdy. To Deebo once again. Down at the 49. Brandon Ayuk on the first play under the 2-minute warning. I don't know if they're going to score, but if they do, then it's just a pride retainer. But I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah. And Brian Burns disrupts that throw. It's deep for Kittle. Tyler Newman on the disruption. And now it is 4th and 9. And that'll be the game here in San Francisco. We completely blow out the 49ers. 55-7. Not sure. And of course, Payne Walker, the rookie, had 2 touchdowns, so that'll be good for him. But, I mean, lights out playing by both sides of the ball. We're just going to look at our stats because that's pretty much all you need to see. But yeah, Daniel Jones with 4 touchdowns, Payne Walker with 2, Devin Singletary. We didn't really run the ball tonight. We didn't have to. Everything was open deep down the field. Jalen Hyatt with 2, Devin Singletary with 1 over the top, and then Wan'Dale Robinson with 1, with Malik Neighbors having 2 touchdowns. And then that's pretty much it. The defense, so pretty much lights out as well. 1 pick for El Rubio and Trey Hawkins. And then sacks. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, and Dexter Lawrence were back there doing their job as they should. And that is the game, guys. So I will see you guys back in the menu. Back in the menu, surprisingly, only Thibodeau and Deontay Banks have upgrades, which is sad to see because literally everyone got the ball. But we are going to upgrade speed rusher for Kayvon Thibodeau. That should upgrade finesse moves at least 1. 3. So now he is playing at 80 finesse moves and 82 power moves. So he is becoming a well-rounded pass rusher. Deontay Banks with an upgrade. We'll see what needs to be upgraded. Man and zone seem to be very similar. So we'll just do, I guess, slot. Because I'm pretty sure that does both, I think. It did neither, but it did give him press. So that's pretty good. Because that'll help out the man coverage aspect. But so now we will just sim to the week 13. I mean, it was a complete blowout, 55-7. I don't know what else to say, guys. This team is just performing good, and now we have the playoff picture as we are the #1 seed. Once again, the Buccaneers fall to I think 9-2, if I saw that correctly on the corner of my eye. But the Jags are the first seed, with the Chiefs being the 3 seed, Baltimore being the 2nd, and the Bills being the 4th with yeah. And then on the NFC side, we have the Bucks at 2, Packers at 3, Rams at 4, and we have our good friends the Cowboys at the 5th seed. There is no dev trade upgrade, which is crazy, but we're going against the 9-2 Bucks, so this should be a crazy matchup. They are a better team than us, so we'll see how that goes. But we do have focus player for the scouting, and of course that'll be in the next episode. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. You have the stats there for the season. Kayvon Thibodeau closing in on Micah Parsons for total sacks on the year. Tracy's still in the lead by only 3 yards. But regardless, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.